Good evening, everybody. Excited to be here once again. And tonight we're going to continue with the conversation we've been having about happiness. We have paired up some of the things we talk about meditation with what we find in the spirits books about the fact that happiness is relative to where we are with ourselves in our hearts. So we've talked about can people enjoy complete happiness while on earth? So we've talked about this. It depends on where we are with ourselves. It's just a recap of what we did the last month, but some of you guys might not have been here. So the Spirits book tells us that we are here. The earth is a planet of trial and expiation. So the fact that we are here, anybody has any doubt, question that we are here for some trials? Or is it all breeze, cruising? Not quite. So we're here for, some challenges that we need to go through. So to get happiness in a world that is defined by being a world where we're going through trials and expiation, it's quite a challenge. Because how can we have those two things together? Um, so the misfortunes and it's up to them. It's up to each one of us to perceive the world that we are in, because this is not. We didn't come here for vacation. We're all pretty aware of that by now. Maybe we thought so until we were maybe 4 or 5, but by now we kind of figured out that's not quite the way things are gonna go.
Or the worst vacation
And it's long. Sometimes it feels so fast, but it's when things are going, when we're having a rough time, it feels that it's taking forever. Um, is one of the questions that Kardec had asked is it possible for us to enjoy a relative happiness? It's been established that this is not the world where we're going to be super happy all the time. We already know that. But how about let's just maybe relative happiness? Yes, but it's how we perceive it and how we position ourselves and how we understand the value of happiness that's going to take us there to this place of happiness. Then we are trying to pair up the spirits book with this book. This is an amazing psychologist. He's a researcher from Harvard that did this. He put all these 7 key points together about things that are important when you're considering happiness. And I was going to talk about uh, the fulcrum and lever, but I couldn't bring myself to do it, and I went to the very last one. Tonight, we're going to talk about social investments because my readings with my own studies this week kept on taking me there. I, I kind of planned for one thing, and it kept taking me somewhere else. I said, you know what? That is for us to talk about what we're going to talk about. So today we're going to talk about social investment as part of our uh, happiness advantage. So let's start by setting the foundation of the world we are in. Just another recap. It's been established, it's in the book. If you want to read the Spirits book, if you can read the Gospel according to Spiritism, that's where when I'm doing my Gospel at home, this is where I am right now. This is why I'm saying my studies are taking me there. It is talking about the 3 worlds that we are working with, right? The one that we are living in right now, which is the expiations and trials, which is Earth, where we all are. Some of us might be going through it a little more gracefully. Some of us might be going through it a little more rough. Different stages at different times of our lives, we take it better. Some other times we don't take it so good. But bottom line is, we are still, all of us, every single one in this planet, are gonna be in for some trials. It's already been established. The next, I'm just trying to give us inspiration for the near future. Near future is relative. Few incarnations or several or tons of incarnations ahead when we are there, when we come back, 100 years to 400 years later, that near future. When eternity is the reality, what are 400 incarnations? Right? Nothing. Then it will become, after we behave ourselves and learn to grow up and show up, we'll get to a point to enjoy the planet of regenerative worlds, when it's a transition between where we are to the next best thing. So our goal is to be on Earth, because we are due for this transition. So it's been, if you read some of the work that has been being done lately, they talk about we are now going through the phase of the next 200 years, from this past 100 years into the next 100 years, that we are going through this regenerative world. So we will be transitioning into this amazing, I even wrote it down because I said, I need to read this exactly how it is, into blissful world. This is where we're going in the near future. It is where only moral and intellectual ascendancy establishes the difference of condition and confer supremacy. Let's translate this. When we get there to this place called blissful world, when we are done with the trials, we're done with the transitions, the only thing that will matter is where we are morally and intellectually. Nothing else will matter. And we will look for each other with desire to aspire to be where they are, because they are ahead of us morally or intellectually. And we will look to the others around us that are at the same level that we are, cheering them up to go there with us. Does it sound like heaven? I mean, if that is not heaven, I don't know what is. When we're all actually cheering each other, we can do this. Look at him. Isn't that what we were trying to do when Jesus is going his way, showing us tons of examples, and we attempt to say, let's do what he does, and we're failing miserably because we're still here and we're still not quite there. But as we evolve and as we get there, we will get to this blissful world. Just food for thought. In a very near future, again, a relative term, we will get there, but we need to work towards it. It's possible. So we are not there. We are not in that blissful world. We are here now, and this is what we have for today. That's what's available for us. So we can only expect the relative happiness. And I chose the theme social investment because that is one of the most powerful tools towards living a relative bliss where we are now. I'm going to try to go back a little bit into some of the things we've seen in research and data. Just little, trivia. When the data shows that people who had heart attacks, they have 6 times better chances of recovering when they have family support after the heart attack. Women that had breast cancer that participated in support groups after the surgery, after, all the chemotherapy, whatever they had to go through, they have 8 times better chances of full recovery when they participate in support groups. And the research goes on and on and on, explaining to us that when we are together, we have better chances of succeeding. When the boat is sinking and we cling to the life vest, they tell you, stick with a buddy. You always need to, when you go on a cruise, they tell you, you have to have a buddy. In case something happens, you kind of go together and, help each other. because the body, the support, the body that is there with you is the one that's going to keep you alive, not just the life vest. Is that person who says, we can do this. Let's go, breathe. No, stay with me. We're together. That is the person that's going to help you. The life vest is important, is a very important tool, but the one that's going to help you survive the sinking of the boat is the body. All these things are done for a reason. Research shows that when we are together, we have better chances of succeeding. Then we have something, let's say life is being stressful and we have a project that is due tomorrow, and we focus and then we tell the children, guys, closing the door, I cannot spend any time with you. I got to do this. My wife, my husband, my whoever is there with me, I shut everybody down. I'm going to focus on this. I'm already stressed because I have all that things about the project going on. And I put all my effort. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes not. So then the project is super lousy. But anyways, you put a lot of effort, doesn't always work that way, and you stress yourself to the T. Some people go that way. Some other people go differently. When they have all this stress, they say, you know what? I need 10 minutes. So they go and start doing a tickling game with their children and laugh and just hang out a little bit, or go chase the dog around. They say, I need to work this out. I want to shake this stress off before I go back to, or take a shower and sing in the shower and talk to people, or call somebody. I'm so stressed, I just need to laugh a little bit. So somebody that is that upbeat kind of person. And those people, data shows that they have better success in the quality of the project, the outcome of your physical and emotional well-being after the project. Bottom line is, every time we choose to shut ourselves down because we are stressed, because we are too busy, or we have something important to do, whatever it is, or we are upset, we are depressed, anything that we're going through, and we decide to shut down, going into that shell is the last thing we need to do. Looking for support is what helps us get through it faster. You don't have to believe me, Google it. How support, social interaction compared to isolation helps you go through your struggles. You can go, it's everywhere. Don't need to trust me, or you can read this book. He gives you all the data. It is really good. And you can even listen to the book if you're too busy. Audible has that book. I'm gonna give you a little piece of what happened to me. The year 2013 was pretty foggy, quite foggy. That's when I started coming here. Imagine that. When do you look for help? When you are sinking like crazy. Life is not happening. And it happens that my job is with children. If I had a job that was with computers, I think I would have sank and be done, crash and burn. But because my job is with children, and I felt that I was responsible for getting out of bed and going there and being with them and doing my work, I survived. So it's by default, we tend to want to shut down when things are ugly. And if you work with a machine, it's very easy to say, I'm not going to work today. Turn around, turn the lights off, and don't go anywhere. But when you work with people, you feel like you have to go because they're expecting, they're waiting for you. So that's one thing. Some of us are more fortunate than others when it comes to the job you do. If you work with, behind the scenes, you can easily shut down and walk away. So that's when we have to be a little more mindful of our strategies to survive, because it's much easier to shut down when your job doesn't require that you interact with people. Another great advantage that I had, research shows that 17 hugs a day keeps depression away. I'm going to repeat it. 17 hugs a day keeps depression away. Start hugging. I know the pandemic is here, but there are those that live with you that you're already sharing the house anyway, so a hug is not going to hurt them. And if I see 6 kids a day, I guarantee you, I see every child for an hour. So I hug them throughout the session. So I get easily 30 hugs a day, easily, because I initiate the hugs myself and I get hugged back. So that, again, another advantage that I have. So the year 2013, those kids saved me. They gave me the hugs that I need to be able to keep going. I came to this center and I found here what I haven't found anywhere else. People were not judging me. They didn't know, they had no clue about my life, but everybody was welcoming. And the readings were so forgiving, so promising. When you read, so it's such a consolation that you know everything will be okay. And there is a reason why you're going through this. But when you look for support, that's when you start seeing the first domino pushed and things to start to fall where they need to go. So we have to always remember, it will get ugly. It will get ugly. But when we choose the social connection, is the best investment we can do in our future. We have the best assets once we invest for long-term social interaction. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is the priorities in social interaction. Sometimes we choose it wrong. There is a story about when you're a juggler and you're juggling balls. Some balls are made of rubber. They bounce, they come back, and you catch them again. Some balls are paper. They fall, you pick them up, they'll stay there. Some are glass. Once they fall, they are no more. How we define our juggling balls? The ones that are glass are those absolute cannot drop, not even once in my lifetime. Those are your children, your person like your husband, your wife, your roommate, that person that has that very special bond with you, your parents, your best friend, those people that are so dear to your heart. The rubber balls that sometimes they are masqueraded as disguised in glass balls. They are not glass balls, but they get disguised as if they were. The first one, my job. It's rubber. It is rubber. It's a rubber ball. Bounce, comes back. But we sometimes look at that ball and we see glass. It's not glass. That ball is rubber ball. It will bounce, it will come back to you. It might come back as a different job, at a different place, at a different country. But it is rubber. Let's not treat our rubber balls as glass. And then we don't have enough hands to catch the glass ones. The paper balls are the toxic people that bother us, the people that have road rage when you go on I-4. Those are all paper. Do not pay attention. They fall, kick them. I'm not saying kick the people. No, that's not what I'm saying. Kick the action behind it. Don't put effort into that situation because it's not worth it. If you spend your time dealing with the paper balls, the rubber balls, the rubber balls are important and relevant. They are. You have to keep them coming. But when they bounce, watch them bounce and you'll be ready to catch. But they are not as crucial as the glass ones. Remember to, oh, let them bounce a little. I got you. I'm coming. But these I cannot drop. So I'm going to focus on my glass balls. If we remember to tend to our relationships, all the other balls are going to take care of themselves. Because when you are feeling good that you're being held by others, when you feel like you're getting your hugs from the ones around you, you will do better. You're going to be in a better vibe to deal with your rubber balls, to deal with your work. Then you're going to succeed at, at your job. Everything else is secondary, and it just goes from where you are based on where you stand with the glass balls. If we remember that tonight, it's one thing that I wanted to remember. Focus on the glass balls and let the rubber ones bounce a bit, and it's okay. They'll be there for you. I want to do something about this in a different way today. We all have, I'm going to talk a little bit about the friendship. When I say friendship, I'm not talking just about friends. I'm talking about any relationship that can help you grow. It could be a husband-wife relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a professional relationship. Whatever it is that you feel that can help you grow as a person, that can help you succeed in your intellectual and moral growth, like the blissful world where we're trying to go. If there is a person like that, I want you to start thinking about those people right now. Start about people. Some people are people that you know, like they're acquaintances, but you don't really know them. But when you look at that person, I would love to get to know this person better, because I feel like we have so much in common, and we could probably help each other do great things together, or learn from one another, or whatever it is. But you have this feeling that this person would be a great addition to your life, and that you would also be a good addition to her life or his life. So think about those people. There is always another set of people that you've had it with them before, but it's no longer, because we had a discussion, things didn't go well, and you still long for that used to be that person that was helpful to you to be in your life, that you felt that made you a better person, made you grow better, inspired you to be in a better place, in a better position, and doing better. All those people, the ones that you would love to get to know better, the ones that you used to have close to you but are not in your life right now, or the ones that you know in your heart that you do need to put all the efforts to be close to, because they are in your life for a reason. Those are the tough ones. We are not getting along, but in my heart, I know that this person that I'm not getting along with is in my life for a very good reason, and we need to find a way to grow together. That is the most challenging one. The ones that you know, but you can't quite go there, because what she did last night wasn't fun. When we go there, we're going to think, just keep those people in your head, because when we do our meditation, we're going to need them. It will be so much fun. See, I'm already there. My mind is already there. I just want to recap here. We are in a world of trials. Our goal is to go to the world of bliss. The regenerative word is coming in between. We have a long ways to get there. We have tons of incarnations before we get there. But this is near future when you consider eternity. It's in the near future. And if we want to get there, We can start by taking steps today. So when we get there, we will enjoy it a little faster. We can already smell, when you know that you're going to go home and your mom is going to make that cornbread, you are not even there, and you can already, yes, I can, the saliva is just here, I can smell it, I can just see myself with a cup of coffee and that bread, because I'm already there. Same thing here. If you know what's going to be, so we can start enjoying this. I want to do this meditation, and after we finish the meditation, we're going to spend some time. I'm going to be super quiet, and you're going to have time to absorb it. This is going to be a little different today. I'm going to give you some time to actually sit with the results of the meditation. I know we normally don't do that. We normally do the meditation, and then we get ready for the passes. I'm going to finish early. I'm going to start earlier so we can have time to actually sit with the results of this meditation, which is really, really amazing when you actually get to, understand, this is what it feels like when, and then you feel yourself expanding as a person. This empowerment that takes over you just vibrates around you. You're not going crazy. You're just reaping the benefits of a good meditation when you put time and you invest it in it. So my suggestion is, when you do meditation, a 5 minutes, a 10, whatever it is that you do, try not to jump into work, jump into traffic, something real fast. Give yourself permission to just cruise a little bit, just to feel that zone, when you get, I feel like I have that happy vibe going on. Okay, everybody ready for this? Shake, shake, shake. Get yourselves all ready. Let me see. I think we have. If you need to keep your eyes open, you can. But if you are more comfortable, if you can close your eyes, you get a little better experience for this meditation. I'm going to ask you all to shake everything that you need to shake. Put your purse wherever it's going to be. Reach your arms up. Get everything ready, because once you let go and relax, I want you to be super comfortable in your chair. Put your purse away. Put your stuff away, so we can get ready for this. Take a deep breath in. I want to hear you all. Inhale. With every exhale, let your shoulders drop just a little more. Let your shoulders get heavy and your arms heavy. We are going to go on a journey tonight. Find yourself in your favorite safe place in nature. Take a look around. Take deep breaths. A sunny day, not hot, not cold, just perfect. A little breeze. Nature smells so wonderful. Another deep breath. And we see ourselves moving around, arms up in the air. Big steps, deep breaths, feeling alive in nature. All is right. I am in perfect health. All is right. My mind is calm, serene. All is right. My heart is happy. My heart is warm. Joy is overflowing. All is right. I am living a blissful moment. Walking around, feeling so alive. And yes, everything is just right. It is very right, and yet I know I could bring a little more bliss to this moment. Yes, I could definitely bring a little more bliss to this blissful moment because of you. I've been thinking about you. You are the person that I'm missing in my life. I know we have so much to share. It would be so wonderful to share this blissful journey with you. I would love a chance to get closer to you. You've been in my thoughts, and my heart is longing for this connection. Maybe I can go find you and we can do a project together. How about we meet just down the road, right by that meadow where the breeze is perfect, the sun is shining, and the grass is soft. Will you meet me there? We sit and wait. Ah, there you are. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming and giving me a chance to get closer to you. I want to propose a project. would you help me creating some friendship bracelets? Don't laugh. I'm not kidding. I'm serious. Can we? You make one for me, and I make one for you. There are lots of things that I know about you that will go on my friendship bracelet. And you know a lot about me too. Maybe you can do the same. Okay, look around. We have beads and shells and coins and buttons. Some of them have words, some of them are bright colors. We have everything we need. We'll make it together. Here I go. My bracelet for you has a stone that has the color of the sun because you brighten up my day. It has beads that are green, that remind me of nature because you help me feel connected with the world, with nature. I will also add this button that says brave because I admire how brave you are. I'm gonna get a silly one to go here. It says smarty pants because I know you are so intelligent and you help me see things so differently. I love you for that. More beads, more stones, more shells. This is perfect. This bracelet is so you. It gives me chills just looking at it. Here, put it on your wrist. I want you to look at this bracelet every time you doubt yourself. Don't forget all these beads and stones and buttons. They are the real you. Oh, thank you. I love this bracelet you made for me. We sit here looking at our bracelets and we feel our heart getting warmer, and we feel the expansion of our chest, just knowing that this person is connected with me and is interested in watching me grow into a better person every day. We look at each other. There are no words needed. The connection is present. We are together. We provide each other great support, even when we are miles apart or busy with our days. This bracelet is here to remind ourselves that we are bright, joyful, and full of bliss, divine light created by God. And every time we go through struggles, we will remember to look down at our wrists, and we will be reminded of who we truly are. Thank you for coming and spending some time with me making this bracelet. I know you have to go now, but I'll sit here just for a little longer, enjoying the bracelet you gave me. You can stay here, stay in your little place, safely there with your bracelet, or you can choose to open your eyes softly and feel the joy of having this bracelet while you're looking at the screen. Your choice.